One time I worked a job for like 3 days.
Tell us about it.
I did a shift and a half once. What was the 3 days experience?
So I
3 days
had
grace?
applied at this place that like posted the job as like a marketing position. I was like, cool. Like that's something I kind of went to school for. Like
Resume gold, dude.
yeah, like so I went in, interviewed, did 2 rounds of interviewing in the one day and got offered the job the same day.
You did two separate like interview sections? In the
Yeah,
same
so
day?
it was
Damn.
supposed to be split up between like 2 different days, but I went in, did the first interview. He was like, yeah, I'd like to like invite you back for a second interview. Like, when are you available? Like next week. And the week after that was like my birthday. I think I was going somewhere and I was like, I'm not going to be here like all week. And he was like, well, if you want, like you can wait around. I can do like some other interviews and then we can do like the second interview when I'm all set with that. I was like, cool, sure. He sets me up in like the little room with like a cup of coffee and everything. And all the other interviewees are just like chilling. I got my coffee. I'm feeling like a big baller.
In retrospect, was that an omen? Was that like negative foreshadowing?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe,
I didn't
yeah.
really think about it that way until now, but kind of, yeah. But anyway, so I do the second interview and he offers me the job on the spot. I'm like, cool, let's do it. So I don't remember exactly how many days after that I started, but I started it on a Thursday.
Tight.
And it was like a regular Monday to Friday 9 to 5 kind of deal. But I go in on my first day and then they kind of drop the ball that it's a door-to-door sales job.
No.
Yeah, but it wasn't even to
Yeah.
houses. It was like to businesses. Like basically it was like an energy provider or supplier.
Like an alternate like power supply.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, a
So,
lot of
and it
those jobs
felt
are-
like it wasn't bullshit. Like we weren't scamming anybody, but it felt weird because
Yeah.
their whole thing was like, oh, go into the business, you know, try to get them to switch over and then like give them this whole spiel of like, oh, well, it's a whole thing going on in this area and we're doing businesses first, but we're allowing the business owners to switch over their homes as well.
After,
And
yeah.
and it was like this whole literal word by word pitch that was like, say this exactly, don't go off the script. And it just felt like, again, like it wasn't a scam, but it just felt like weird. So I did that Thursday, Friday, hated every second of it.
Yeah, man.
Went in on Monday, and then on Monday that was supposed to be like my last day of training, so I did like half the day with the girl that had been training me, and then the guy, like the manager of the Michael Scott of The Office, basically
Yeah.
came out and like picked me up in his car, and we were gonna go out and like go to some other
Gonna
places.
start.
So we're trying to find somewhere to go to. There isn't like a roadmap of like hit these places. You just kind of like go to businesses.
Drive around,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're driving. We get to this intersection and he's like in a straight lane and goes left, gets pulled over. We found out his license is suspended. He's got like 3 or 4 unpaid tickets.
What?
And his license is suspended in New York and we're in Pennsylvania.
Oh my
And
god.
so
That's gotta be worse.
Yeah, so like he deals with that and the cop's like, listen, your license is suspended. I can't let you drive away from this scene. So I have to drive his car.
And he's your boss?
Yeah. He's the manager of the whole like
Oh my god.
branch thing. And I'm just like, dude, if you're sitting here telling me I can make all this money doing this job and you're running the shit, like
And you're this.
what are you doing?
Oh, dude.
So the next day, Tuesday morning, I'm waking up. It's like 7 a.m. I'm out of my bed, dreading going in.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I'm just like, I'm just going to not.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, why would I do this to myself? Like, I don't need this job that much. I can go do anything else.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it, went back to bed. I like straight up, I ghosted them.
Did
Like,
anybody even call you?
yeah, they
okay.
tried calling and I just didn't respond. It was just like, nah, like I don't feel like you're being totally honest with me about some stuff, so I'm not even gonna do like the due diligence of being like, hey, I'm not coming in today or ever again. I'm like,
Dude.
you guys can figure it out.
A lot of those companies are total just scumbags.
yeah.
Cutco? You guys remember Cutco knives around
I
here?
applied when I was
Yeah.
like 15.
I feel like a lot of people did.
What was there
you
was like
always-
some other knife company that does the same thing. It's like it's basically like a pyramid scheme though.
Yeah, that's
I
what
can't
Cutco
remember.
Yeah,
is.
yeah, dead ass.
And they try to hire like 14-year-old kids to
Yeah.
But there's always like one dude that you like you're like 2 degrees separated from like your friend's friend who like sells like mad and like makes like crazy money and you're like, okay, maybe this shit's legit. And then you get a little bit more into it and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, no,
My
Nope.
brother was caught in the it's Herbalife, is that?
Your Herbalife
Okay.
is
I don't want to. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's like shakes and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he got caught in that, and I tried to like I was sending him like links about like multi-level marketing and stuff like every other day.
MLM,
Like
baby.
it didn't really affect me because like if he wants to do
MLM.
that, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you're smarter than this.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. The smoothie one especially gets me because I used to work at the co-op, and they have a smoothie shack there, and like there's such a wide spread of like what people think nutritional smoothies are and like what the reality is. Like we have a couple competitors in our area that are dog shit. They put like glitters in. I mean, like, if you want a tasty drink, it's awesome. And if you're not, but they kind of market them. They brand themselves as like, this is a nutritional, like you cure your cancer and like cure all like, treatment and stuff like that. And I'm like, I do think nutrition can be like sometimes the best medicine for a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some things you really make sure you get all your bases covered. Your body's doing as strong as it can, but like you putting 64 grams of sugar in like this tea, and you're telling me it's nutritious, like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
You know those naked like smoothies, like blueberry?
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are the number one most unhealthy drink. Like besides like fucking straight vodka. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man.
yeah, like I was watching like top 10 most unhealthy drinks. It's like sodas, monsters, and then number 1 and number 2 were both the naked smoothie things.
Yeah,
and
man.
like, but like they market
such a
them.
shame.
They market them as like super healthy drinks, and like I thought they were because it's like there's like
It's a smoothie.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
usually say on the package like one
yeah,
apple,
they're
two
so
bananas.
fucking bad for you though. Apparently,
I
I think they got in trouble for that though. I think they got like sued or something. Like
There's Naked, and then I think it's like Bolt House, or like
I have
there's
no
another
idea.
company. There's some of them that like are a little bit better. But like I don't know if you guys, if you blend, we're at my house right now. If I have vegetables and fruits, if you blend those and just leave it on the counter,
It's brown in 20 minutes.
yes,
Yeah.
because it's real shit.
Yeah.
Those guys, there's no way there's not something in there
No.
that's like
Crazy preservatives and chemicals. Like,
because it just doesn't work like that. Like cut an avocado and come back in 2 minutes. Like you're saying, it's already brown.
yeah,
Some bullshit, dude.
it's bullshit. I'm just gonna start
Burning
drinking
them down.
Yeah, dude. See what happens. You know, supersize me. I'm gonna do that, but with the naked smoothies. See what happens. Only naked smoothies.
You're gonna get diabetes.
yeah, probably.
Is anyone check on that guy?
Ironically.
Is he alive?
So I was just talking about this with somebody recently. His name's Morgan Spurlock. Somebody told me the
Shout out
first
to
one.
Wonder Years?
Was he in that show?
No, the band.
Oh, the band?
Yeah.
Did they have a song about him?
Yeah, well, not about him, but came out swinging.
Is that what the
There's
song's
the
about?
line like, something like we're this generation's Morgan Spurlock, but we don't admit defeat.
It's deep.
I don't listen to Cardinals. I'm sorry.
I live outside of Philly, so
Yeah.
gotta have love for the guys.